Hey peeps. So this is me with a spontaneous video, one that I wasn't really sure if I was going to make or not, regarding this plant. And if you don't know what this plant is, and you don't recognise it if you follow my videos, that's because I've only just got it. Well, I got this about 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago now. And what this plant is a Peperomia obtusifolia, the pure green version. Now, I enjoy Peperomia. I've seen them around, but I've never owned one before, so I really don't know much about them, which is why I didn't make a video when I first got this, but I'm making one now because I seem to be having some success. So the story behind this guy is he was something a work client bought for themselves, and she had it for about 4 or 5 months, something like that. And when she first got it, it looked absolutely gorgeous. In fact, so nice that it kind of made me want one. so as the months went on, it started looking sadder, and then it eventually started dropping its leaves, and then it got some bugs, and then it dropped the rest of its leaves, and I think there was like only 3, maybe 4 leaves left on all of these stalks here. I'll insert some pictures because I got some pictures of what it looked like when I first got it. And she was about to just take it to the compost on the day I was there, and I was like, no, you know what, give it to me, I want to have a try, even though I haven't tried Peperomia before. And here we are, I'd say 3 weeks, a month later, and I'm already starting to see some signs of regrowth, and I really wasn't sure if it can recover from a complete leaf drop, but apparently this one wasn't too far gone, and I'm starting to see lots of little, if the camera focuses, you can see like these little green bits here, lots of little sprouts and regrowth points, and it seems that whatever I'm doing, it's happy with, and I seem to be doing something right. So why not make a video about it, because this is kind of exciting. And in case you guys are also new to Peperomia or are unsure if one can recover from a total leaf drop, well, here's your evidence right here. It in fact can recover from a complete leaf drop. So the first thing I did when I got this guy was unpot it, which I was told not to do because peperomias really don't like to have their roots disturbed all that much because they're very delicate and they really don't like it. But the mix that it was in, which I'm really sorry I didn't get any footage of the repot, but again, like I said, I just wasn't really sure what I was doing at the time. So I whipped it out, and it was in this perlite and peat moss mix. There was no real organic matter in there. It was purely just made to ship and drain well and not really retain any moisture. And I think that was part of the problem. And the woman I think that I got this from was watering it a little bit too much, because it wasn't really being blasted by direct light. It was in the middle of a well-lit room, so it was getting a lot of bright and direct light, which is, again, correct. So the roots were fine, albeit a little bit soggy. So I whipped it out and I replaced it with a mix of, well, my standard succulent cactus mix that I use for my succulent cacti, but I also added some orchid bark, and it's the orchid bark with my Ceramis clay chips in. So I've kind of made it like an epiphytic mix, like I use for my Monstera or my Hoya, because apparently it's similar care. So that's what I've been doing. And I put him in my north face window. This is where he usually lives. And it's a north, slightly west facing window. So at the end, no, sorry, east facing window. What am I doing? Yeah, so it gets a little bit of the morning sun from the east over there for a couple of hours. And then it's brightly lit for the rest of the day. So I've got my Hoyas, I've got my orchids, I've got a couple of jade plant cuttings, but they're not going to really stay here for that long. And my Sansevieria. So this is my epiphyte shelf here. And it seems to be doing very well. I've only watered it twice since I've had it, and it's literally been very, very sparing with the water. The trunks, or the what do you call these? Stems, that's it. The stems feel quite plump, and the medium is quite dry. Oh yeah, I also, some bits broke off, so we'll see what happens with that. So I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of water twice a month, I think, just enough to wet the surface, because it doesn't really have any signs of wrinkling, and it doesn't really have the leaves for the storage, so I'm just going to keep watering to a minimum, and I will update you as this grows, because I'm very excited to have my first peperomia and it be a rescue at that. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something, and I certainly hope that you are reassured, should your obtusifolia drop all its leaves, that there is hope and it can recover. So watch this space, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.